We now return to Let's Play Anno 1404, Chapter 8, The Pillars of Justice. This is the final campaign. We have 4.5 hours to do this, I guess. So from what I've read, this is sort of the culmination of everything in the game. This is, as I had stated earlier, sort of the mission where it's preparing you for multiplayer. The only other game I can think of offhand that has done that recently is StarCraft, where the campaign was meant to prepare you for the online aspect, which is how most people play StarCraft, I guess. Which makes sense, because continuous play is probably the only way you'd really get your money's worth out of this game. The campaign itself is relatively short. These cutscenes, or load times, take forever, though. Cutscenes do, too. The pacing for those is really... wow.
Lucius was preparing to strike the final blow. The departure from the Emperor's sickbed could be delayed not a day longer. Would he recover from the treacherous poison that had so weakened his mind and body? Or was it already too late for any hope of recovery? These and other somber thoughts plagued Lord Northborough and his followers as they sailed home in despair.
My God, you're home. There's hardly anything left of it. How did Lucius lay waste to everything? In any case, you cannot stay here. Let us sail on to the cathedral city.
A modest donation.
My city. My cathedral. What have you done, Lucius? This is madness. You won't get away with this, I swear it.
God has listened to my prayers. You are both here. But I have failed. My knights and I are deploying everything we have against the enemy. But Lucius is simply too powerful.
You might want to put that out. It looks like a very serious ship fire there.
Northborough, I thought you were rotting in the Orient with the Emperor. Anyway, my imperial cathedral will make me the highest power in the church. Then, by God, my crusade will take place.
A little bit agonizing. Okay. Immediately, I'm going to slow this down. And, okay, well, I guess not. There we go.
Take the wind out of Lucius's sails by finishing our cathedral first. There are still a few ruins. We must hurry.
Alright. So, what I'm going to do for this is I'm actually going to put these hotkeys down here for myself, so I don't have to hold the button to keep things slow. Okay. So, first thing we need to do is start doing a little bit of rebuilding.
What's this? The plants that were supplying the building material have ceased production? This is surely the work of Lucius. Please make sure that everything is running smoothly.
I didn't know that also slowed down those animations too. That's kind of funny. Right, so what we're going to do here is set these things to cultivate so that we can actually get the wood or the trees back and around. And this is not exactly an ideal layout over here. Stonemason's hut.
Your building opportunities have been expanded.
That should... What's going on here? Regenerate resource. Okay. So that one is done. We've got to go through the rest of the island and do this. Is that all of them? Looks like there was something there that went out on me. Now, why do we have peasant homes out here? I don't know. This is not ideally situated. Oh, there we go. Another one. Okay.
I thank you with all my heart. These goods are desperately needed at the cathedral construction site. We need a vast quantity of tools for the cathedral construction. Please make sure that we are supplied with more tool makers.
Okay. So we're going to need 5 for that. Let's see. We have iron right here. So I'll be setting up another iron or tools setup anyway. Production chain. We'll go like that. Okay. So we're gonna need what else? Charcoal burner.
Please make contact with Madame d'Artois and the Grand Vizier. We'll only stand a chance against Cardinal Lucius if we join forces.
Okay. So we'll go like that. So what else do I need over here? I need an iron smelter. That is within the range. That's fine. And I'll need 2 of these. So we'll just go
You
1,
call
2 right
that
there.
your tools production? You should give up now and at least save yourself a vestige of honor.
Okay. We do need more. Fortunately, I do also have another island up here. What is this? This is brine. That is iron. That is stone. That is stone. You know what? We also need to build that up here too. We're going to need many, many, many resources. So, may as well set them up now.
Your stone production is pathetic. I already have enough resources to build a second imperial cathedral.
This guy kind of reminds me of Donald Trump. Okay, so we'll get 2 of those. We've got an iron deposit there. So I need how many? I'd need... Hold on a minute. I thought I just made 2. There's 1, there's 2. I guess they're not technically operational yet because they haven't received anything. So I really only need to go building 1 more setup for that. Right? I've got iron there. Got iron there. I've got iron there. Okay, I'll build it here since I have access to some trees. Maybe I should build it over here since I have access to trees there. I was gonna, for charcoal burning, I mean. Put that there, fine. We'll do ore mine. That'll work out. We'll go something like that. And charcoal burner. Pull that down this way. There we go. Like so. Okay, we'll need a smelter. Insufficient building material. Okay, we need to start bringing some of that stuff up there. Is this my ship? Or is this my ship? I guess this is my ship. Okay, Neptune, we need... Probably better take some of that up there. Stone as well? Yeah, probably. Okay. And away you go. So we're working on that. No company, right.
The cathedral construction site is consuming vast quantities of goods. I know, but we must finish the building first. Nothing else matters.
Okay. So yes, the company requirement. These guys don't have marketplaces. Because those got wiped
Look,
out.
the people are stealing building material to rebuild their houses. Although I sympathize with them, absolutely all of that building material must be taken to the cathedral construction site.
Okay, so what? Well, I mean, we have to have homes. If we don't have homes, we don't have tax revenue. So that's not a thing. So how do I tell who's already being covered and who isn't? Because can I double click on that and get... Okay, well these guys aren't. There should be another location where they're not. I mean, I guess the easy way to find that out is just to click on that. They don't have access to a tavern.
There's nowhere in the world finer than here.
These are derelict. I guess I could put one out here. This would allow me to build... If I put it here, this would allow me to build that way. Or I could just knock out some homes here. Okay, do that. So that should... I mean, now it looks like everybody's covered. Houses are advancing. Again, it's taking that building material, but... Okay. Speed you up real quick. And then we'll, nope, that's not it. Where's my ship? That one. There. Okay. What was I doing over here? Yes. I need a smelter and two, damn it. Two of those. Okay, we got charcoal smelter, so that's the production chain, correct? We still only have... That smelter is not getting charcoal. Does it not have access to... I mean, it should. Should it not? Can it... I thought we could pick it up from here. Okay, well, I guess we get rid of you then. Now it's within range. Those guys are within range. I wonder what... I mean, it looked like it was. So now we do have charcoal. So now we just need to get more iron from there. Okay. So we've got tools production up and running. Let's, okay, who's the trade route? Beer route, spice route, beer route. Beer route is also going to be loading up on, let's say, well, we're making tools, so we're going to need tools. Let's also do stone, since I'm doing stone, and we may as well do wood as well, right? Now, I don't actually, let's not do wood just yet, because I do want to maintain some building materials for, well, I guess I better start making some wood is actually what I better start doing. So we'll set up a couple wood cutters up here. That is eating into that one. We'll do something like this. If, I mean, there's something here. Roses, is that necessary to any of that? I don't know. I just want to leave some room so I can drag a line there, but I guess there's one right here, so let's not worry about that. Okay. Now, as far as you are concerned, I guess I'll speed you up. You don't really need it. Same with you over here. You don't really need it. So we can maybe dig around there. If I do more tool production, we're going to need... Come on. We're going to need more wood, so we can put the wood here on this side. And then we'll just end up cutting deeply into it. Let's not do that. Go here, I guess. Again, we're going to be driving roads right through. How about we do it that way? Right through their trees. For their lumberjacking. What did this do? It just built down a few, very few more trees. And then I guess I'll put down...
There is a lack of company in your settlement.
All right. What do you mean, dude? We totally put down... I guess I need another one here? I thought double-clicking those would point to where it is.
Send the master builders back to work. Lucius won't allow his people to rest either.
Yeah, we're not going to get that started because we don't have material. So I guess I need one here then. Okay. So we got one there, we got one there, 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 there. So that we should now be encompassing everybody.
One
right?
of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Why? Just the lack of the smelteries? We might need more smelters. But I don't think we're actually producing enough there. Okay, but we are now producing some tools. We should be having with tools here. I could have sworn it was 2 tool makers to 1 of everything else. I was under that impression. I guess I'd neglected to lower us back down. I just lost myself some time there. That's not so good. Okay, anyway, these things, yes. That's not you. That's you.
Forgive me for not being able to help you with your building projects. Some of my ships are missing, and I fear the worst. Would you go and search for any survivors?
Okay. Where are they? Excellent. We'll send them here. So we definitely want to do that, because that is going to provide me with some items, I guess. Okay, so that's that going. Basically, we're just looking at major production needs to be done here. These homes are consuming goods,
we always
but
know exactly what we want.
one thing I can do, rather than have them... Right now, let's just increase our tax revenue. We've got some that are back, but I don't want them... I mean, especially these guys, they don't have enough of their goods to be satisfied. We don't have any... Doesn't look like we have any of the super class. We won't advance you guys. So, what we need to do is start filling in a little bit. And you can see there are big spaces for things like... well, all the missing stuff. These guys are actually getting entertainment. Or do they require the... No, they don't require... When they grow up... Yeah, these guys. So these guys are missing out on a tavern? A tavern. They're missing out on a tavern. Which would be suitable for right there. Let's build these back in. We can always tear down and rebuild anyway, but what we need is to really get this tax revenue back up and running. Okay. Probably afford to build more. Is that a road? That looks like a road to me. Which implies that this was at one point meant to be connected to something. Looks like here's something there as well. So we'd have to build another marketplace if that was going to be a thing. We'll move back as their needs are satisfied. Well, okay, so they're not... Well, I mean, basic food you would think would be a thing. Where are we getting our spices from? I just saw that as a thing. Where are we getting that from? Because we're not buying it. Shit me, come on. It's filling up, strangely. We must be getting it from somebody. Oh, of course, the spice route. Which is actually doing quite a number on that. That's very good. So, I'll have to keep an eye on this stuff as well down here. We are not making dates. These are all spice farms. We have one date plantation, which is like right here. That's not acceptable. What is this? It's a nomad house. So, playing on slow speed, this is not what I want. Playing on slow speed is actually very finicky. This is actually very difficult because of the the game itself is massively slowed down in reaction time for when I place things down. Actually, I could have not put a road there and fit in more. Do it this way. That is, again, not the right house. Did I not? God damn it, would you... There. There, now we get one more house out of this. Good, and that's all they require right now is dates. So, we may as well continue this strip right here, I guess. Very nice. Okay. Well, we are now solidly in the positive, so I feel much better about this. I guess, well, no. We need tools to be functional. So that appears to be 1, 2, 3. Why don't we have... This one is still not making enough steel. Why? Why is this not making enough iron to make that? I don't have another iron producer here, do I? No. So 1, 2... Well, shit, even though that's the case, I should still have some. Because these guys... No, up here. These guys, right here. It's at 38% productivity, but... Should I just have a smelter? Somewhere? God, that's super expensive, but... And, of course, it's out. It's out of the range. Fine. We will build one a little bit closer. Or will we? Fuck me. I guess if I build it over here... But it's actually without of my building range. Yeah. That pisses me off just a little bit. Okay, well, so we... You know what? We'll do it this way. I hate having to do that, but we'll do it that way. That's probably still not within range, is it? Fuck. Fine, we'll just do it that way. And we'll go back to the beer, and we'll put this back down. So stupid. Alright. Well, that'll connect up a little bit nicer, I guess. Because at least now it's right here. And then we will definitely need a smelter. Now, is that within range of anything? It is not. Insufficient building material. Fuck. And of course it's all gone because I'm selling the fucking stuff. But, what we're gonna do, temporarily, we are out of wood. Hardcore out of wood. So, we're going to take that up there. Actually, I should see how much this is going to cost. It's going to take 10. Okay, fine. Now what we're going to do... How much wood do we have on this island? Well, obviously none. Because I wasn't producing any. Did I stop doing that? I thought I must have stopped. And forgotten. A common thing for me. Just fill in the remainder of trees. Didn't get filled in before. Why don't we put in another one back here? Just for the sake of it. We'll attach like that and like that. Okay. Getting some more wood up here. We're going to add that to my beer root. Now, we're going to put in that, and I realize, of course, that he's going to take the wood that I need to build that smelter. Build that back up, especially now that I just took it all away, but hopefully the supply ship will actually, that's not the supply ship, running on very slow speed here. The supply ship will be there after he takes all that, so we'll just resupply real quick and then build. There's another one. Actually, before we end the episode here.
You are here at last. My hasty departure was in vain. By the time I got here, Cardinal Lucius had already razed everything to the ground. I cannot even rebuild my city.
Alright, so we need to get her some supplies. Well, that's going to be iffy. Go pick up that guy. Okay. Let's speed this up real quick. There. He's in. Okay.
The new toolmakers' workshops are now operational. Oh, excellent. That will really push things forward.
I hope so. Okay, that's done. Excellent. So, many things to do here. Little time to do them in. Whoa! Who rejiggered that? Okay, anyway, let's just pause the game. I'm going to end this one here. I'll see you next time.